Okay, Kohalayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Wakar Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders apostle Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. My name is Lamadia from the New York camp, and this will be a response to the brother I'm one Gabar video. Name of the channel is GMS Awakening 144. Name of video: Don't let that evil spirit back in. So now, in this video, he pretty much speak on how spirits are constantly trying to find an opening to get back in. And he also speaks about overly engaging with people in the world could put demons on you. Because keep in mind that these people are unclean. And demons are attracted to things that are unclean. So, now I understand, at times we have to engage, such as, certain immediate family, or you may be at the job and have to engage with people at the job, but you have to understand, you have to deal with them in a small dosage, because the problem becomes when you begin to overindulge or over engage, you're now giving these demons access to jump on your mind. And that's something that as easily can happen if you're not, paying attention. Because everything around us is a spiritual thing. It is more that's going on in a spiritual element than what we can see. Like, you ever been just just about your business, and then a song just come to your mind, and you start singing that song, and you may not even like the song, but you humming that song, you might be reciting the lyrics, then you ask yourself, why this song is on my mind? Because those are demons. That's how spirits operate. So you got to constantly be aware of what you entertaining, what you engaging with. And most of all, your mind frame should be, you shouldn't want to be around anybody that's in the world. So now, what I want to do is, I'm going to bring a couple of scriptures. And the first thing I want to do is read Matthew 12 and 43, because he began the video with that scripture. So we're going to read Matthew 12 verse 43. And when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places and seek rest. So that's the guy that came into this ministry, came to this faith. And when you come into this faith, the Lord pulled back off those demons that had you operating in darkness. And then that man begins to make changes. And he started to cleanse his ways. So I'll read again. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and finding none. Because you got to keep in mind, spirits need a host. So they look to get back into that host, which was you. That's why you may get random thoughts that may be wicked. we got to rebuke those thoughts. Sometimes them demons jump in your mind and give you back old memories, excite old feelings like they knew. Or sometimes demons know how to peel back the band-aid on old wounds to get you into an emotional state. Because that's what happens. Like you see in the video, in the picture. When you get into that emotional state, that's when them spirits start whispering in your ear the dumb shit. The things that is in opposition to the righteousness of the Lord. But that's why you have these scriptures, and you're supposed to rebuke these thoughts. Because the scriptures give us everything we need to know about judging matters. It gives us everything we need to know on conduct. Okay, there's times you may go through circumstances that you may be out of right. But it's all about humility. It's all about being humble. Because the Lord put us through tests and see, are you gonna exercise the scriptures? Because a lot of guys think this thing is just about knowing scriptures, regurgitating scriptures. It's not about regurgitation, it's about application. Having these scriptures constantly in your mind. So read it again. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walked through dry places and seeketh rest and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return into my house. The house that is referencing to is your body. That's because you are the host. So it says, I will return into my house from whence I came out, and when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. That's the man that came into the faith and did make changes. But them demons are going to do things to pull you back into your old ways. That's when the fight comes in. The fight to maintain in this faith. The fight to remain righteous. Now, we may not always make the best decisions, but you work on it. Sometimes Satan may get the best of you, but you just use it as a learning experience and keep moving forward. That's what the scripture said, a righteous man falleth 7 times. And it speaks about rising back up. So it says, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And he entered in and dwelled there. So that's the brother that's going through temptations. And he may overcome these temptations. He may overcome these demons. But then them demons see that it can't get access. It bring along other stronger demons to break through. And now if them demons break through, now you're not only just possessed by the demons you had before, you got stronger demons on you. So it reads, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. That's why a guy that knew about this truth and fall out, you're going to be more in darkness and more bugged out than you was using the world. You was better off not even knowing about the truth. Because now you're susceptible to all types of demons now. Now it says, even so should it be also unto that wicked generation. Now this is 2 Corinthians 6:14. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Meaning, you're not supposed to be engaging with people that's unbelievers. And like I said, there's cases where you do have to engage and entertain, and and that may have be with family or at the job, but you want to deal with that on a small dosage. So it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? Yeah, so like here it is, you believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, but you're going to hang out with a nigga that don't. You believe in adultery and certain things are wrong. We hang with a person that don't think anything wrong with adultery. That don't make sense. And it says, and what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have Yahweh Shah with Baal? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? An infidel is a non-believer. And what agreement have the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As the Most High has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord. So we supposed to separate ourselves from certain people, because their mind state is contagious, because what's in their mind is demons. You ever been on a job, you have to do a lot of overtime, so you at work more than you at home, and then you may notice certain spirits that try to slowly creep up on you, like a folly demon. That's because you may be on the job and you got a lot of folly spirits around, because spirits are contagious. So it says, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Luke 8:41. And behold, there came a man named Jairus, and he said, and he was a ruler of the synagogue. And he fell down at Yahweh Shah's feet and besought him that he will come into his house. For he had one only daughter, about 12 years of age, and she lay a dying. But as he went, the people thronged him. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanchhed. And Yahweh Shah said, who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multiple thronged thee and pressed thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And he said, and Yahushua said, somebody had touched me, for I perceive that the virtue is gone out of me. See that? That goes to show you how Yahushua, he felt the virtue leaving him, because that woman was unclean due to her sickness. So when she touched Yahushua, he felt virtue leave him. So I go to show you, dealing with people that is unclean, you will lose your virtue, or you will start to lose virtue. Whereas when you're around the righteous, you develop more virtue. So, verse 47, and when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to close with that. I'm going to say, Call Ayam Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wakar Kodash. Shalom.